Welcome back to another episode of Good Chatter. Josh Palet with Dave Palet. Make sure you check out our other shows, the JP25 Conversations, where Dave has done some really good shows talking to baseball players in the minor leagues. Also, The Young and the Washed, where I hang out with a couple of my friends and talk about relevant topics. But today we're going to be doing Good Chatter, a show we probably don't do enough.
No, we don't get the chance to do the show enough. We always think we have time to do it. And to be honest with you, out of everything we do, this is what I enjoy the most. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And for me, it'd be one of these that, you know, one day you're going to be a dad and maybe one day you're doing a show with your kids. And I just right now almost passed out thinking about some stuff we talk about. I don't want my grandkids doing a show with you. I don't trust you. But it's one of those we get a chance to share time and stories. And Josh now lives in Nashville, Tennessee. So the fact that you're in San Diego, I'm in San Diego, we get a chance to do one of these before you get back on the plane. So I always love doing these.
Yeah, same.
So Josh and I obviously are very close. We're very good friends and have a great father-son relationship. One of the things that we do all the time is we watch sporting events together, right? We love the Lakers. We love watching baseball. We root for two different teams, and we watch a ton of football, right? Yeah. College and NFL, we watch a lot. And so what I've noticed as teams are making a run for that Super Bowl, they always look for that leader. You know, so the average age quarterback right now left in the playoffs is 25.
That's amazing.
Pretty amazing, right? And they're going, man, that guy's a leader. That guy's a natural born leader. You hear it all the time. And I start thinking, well, Tom Brady is the greatest player of all time. He's, you know, almost 46. And you're going, that guy's a leader. I mean, look how many Super Bowls he's been to and how many he's won and this and that. And I start thinking of other sports. You know, I'm thinking of Kobe and Magic and all the guys that I loved when I was a kid. Greatest leader of all time. Like if I said to you, greatest sports leader of all time, is there somebody that jumps in your mind and go, man, people followed that guy. He was a great leader in the world of sports.
I think you just said it, Tom Brady. They could play on two different teams with two franchises that weren't considered great, win the Super Bowl with both, I think, 7-time champion.
Yeah. And
best leader.
The best athlete. By far not the best athlete.
Which I think makes you an even better leader. If you're not the best athlete, you can lead people by example.
Yeah.
Tom Brady would be my answer.
I'm with you. That's what I came up with as well. That's someone who was the 199th pick in the NFL draft.
Amazing.
That people goofed on all the time, that all of a sudden he's the winningest. It's not even a debate who the greatest football player of all time is. It's Tom Brady. Mm-hmm. So here's the deal. I'm thinking greatest leader of all time. And I'm sure there are people out there who are in the business world that say there's a CEO or someone that they saw speak, Tony Robbins, whatever you want to say, people that influence other people. By far the greatest leader and influencer. And you can hate me all you want for this one. It's not even close. I have the answer to this.
I'm so curious to what you have to say.
It's Moses.
How?
Moses literally went up on a rock, on a hill, took a rock, and he circumcised himself before anyone else ever did, and came down that hill and turned to his buddies and go, hey, everybody, look what I just did. And it's everyone goes, this whack job, look what he just did with that rock.
Oh,
yeah, right?
Yeah.
People are like, all right, I'm next. They followed.
Dude, great answer.
Dude,
you're so right.
I am.
How did people follow that? With a rock?
I don't care how it's done.
Yeah.
But he did it with a rock.
Oh,
but he's like, dude, easily the greatest leader of all time.
It's a great
you
call.
can't argue it. No one can argue it, right?
Yeah.
But man, I'm telling you, it is insane. It is insane. If somebody did something crazy, like you're hanging out with your group of friends and the coolest kid you knew just went and cut his pinky off, you wouldn't go, dude, I'm next.
No.
That's your pinky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about something more valuable than a pinky.
Yeah. Something you think about a lot more than your pinky. Moses is the greatest leader of all time.
That's a great call. I can't argue that. You're right. There's no way you could argue that with the rock, though. Back in the, they have none of the no numbing, nothing back then. Oh my God.
Tom Brady would tip his hat.
Tom Brady, that's amazing. I couldn't do that. Yeah.
Can you imagine you're a football coach? You just like you said that in your speech to your team. It's what we're going to do, and you're going to follow like Moses. Everyone's going to get in line, same page. I'm like, what? I got to transfer schools. Where's the transfer portal? Right?
This coach is nuts, dude. It's good call. Good call.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So one of the things that has made me laugh lately that I've noticed, there are always different trends that things go on where you're going, okay, this is what's going on now. And, I hate to say it, over the last, 6 to 8 years, especially, politics has been insane. Like you see so many people in relationships with, Facebook and people's beliefs in politics one way or another. And you're like, man, I didn't know what that person was all about until he went on Facebook. Mm-hmm. But what I've noticed a lot, maybe because it's just through COVID and people not seeing each other, that when I'm in the stores, especially around Christmas time, I see a lot of people and they get frustrated. They just drop one of these. Fuck it. And I'm like, it makes me laugh like you. I think it's like, at what point do you get so upset that you just drop a fuck it? And not only just a fuck it to yourself, but that other people can hear you, where you're like, that person just said fuck it. Doesn't matter what age either.
Oh, it doesn't
I've
matter.
seen 80-year-olds say it, and I've seen, basically teenagers say it, but they just get so upset, whether it's the gas station, it's the ATM machine, it's the self-checkout, fuck it. And they walk out, they almost break something. But I laugh, dude. And I'm like, am I the only guy that thinks that's hilarious? Because I think it's so funny when people get to the point where they just go, fuck it.
I think it's hilarious. You see it all the time in the grocery store.
Yeah.
I think when people choose the wrong lane, they just, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to stand in this one.
Dude, that one kind of me. Or when you get the cart, you're getting in Target, you get the cart, and you're like, hey, this is the cart. And then you realize 3 feet in, I got that wheel that's fucking doing this, and it's not moving. And you're like, God dang it. And then you look back and you're like, do I go back and get another one, or do I just battle this out and then just fuck it?
Fuck it.
I'm stay with this one. But that's right.
Yeah.
But dude, pay attention. Anyone, when you're out, pay attention to how many people right now are to the point in their lives they just drop fuck it. I don't know why that cracks me up.
You think fuck it's at its peak right now in society?
Oh yeah, I absolutely
You think
do.
it's because of politics? People are at the fuck it peak right now?
I think people are just on edge anyway. There's so many people that it's weird. It's like we were locked up in 2020, and then some people slowly started coming out of their house, right? And now almost everybody's out of their house, and people almost like don't know how to behave.
It's true. I'd 100% agree with that.
Yeah. And I was trying, I'm not patting myself on the back because some people say, oh, I've met that guy. He's an asshole. That's fine. But I literally leave the house every day going, I'm going to be the nicest guy going.
It's awesome.
I literally hold open every single door, ask every single person I pass, how are you doing today? I do all that stuff. But I still get to the point where I get frustrated and, I do a fuck it, and usually not at people. But people, for some reason, in California, I'll say, in San Diego, where we are right now, when you go back to Nashville is one of the most friendly places I've ever been.
It's true.
So I'm curious to know, when you go back, is anyone dropping a fuck it like they do here? But here, I see it all the time.
Yeah, no, back in the South, people drop other words like bless your heart. Or,
Yeah, that's an insult.
Yeah, or they drop a lot of sweeties. And everybody knows sweetie is like, you're a dumbass.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Come on, sweetie.
Yeah.
But no, California's definitely more of a fuck it culture for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, bless your heart for people who've never been in the South is definitely an insult.
For sure,
When they tell a story, about how dumb someone is or what a bad decision they made, and bless their heart. And that means, it's bad, dude. I almost said something I should never even say anyway. Okay. But that's it. So I started thinking, what are some professions that you just can't say fuck it? Like in everyday life, something you just go, man, you can't say fuck it.
A dentist?
Yeah, a dentist can't. A dentist can't say fuck it.
No, you'd mess up their whole life.
Imagine if you're in a chair, okay, and they're talking to you, and your head's back, and you got the dumb glasses on, and you hear the dentist just say to the assistant, "You know what? Fuck it." You go, whoa. Did I just hear a fuck it? Right? Aren't you out of that chair as fast as you can?
100%.
That's a good one. Dentist is good. Yeah, any surgeon, right?
Any surgeon.
Even if you're
Eye
knocked
doctor.
out cold. Can you imagine if you're the main surgeon, you're knocked out cold, and all the nurses and your assistants hear the doctor go, fuck it. Yeah.
No. You can't say that. No.
That's it, right?
Surgeon, eye doctor is the first one I thought of.
Oh my
Mess with
God,
somebody's
dude. If
eyes,
you get
right?
laser surgery or something.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
the doctor goes, fuck it. Because you're awake for those.
Oh, yeah.
Astronaut.
Astronaut's a good one. These are all good ones. I'm trying to think.
These are all life or death. Airline pilot.
Yeah.
Imagine if you're flying back from San Diego to Tennessee, okay? And you're like, this is your captain speaking and going, we're going to be landing in Tennessee in 45 minutes. Thank everyone for flying so-and-so. And we just got to get through these clouds. We're going to be okay. And I'm going to go the long way. You know what? Fuck it. You just hear him through the microphone say, fuck it. You're going, oh my God. Did that guy just say fuck it? It's going through the microphone. It's going to try and get us there without the proper channels. Yeah, you'd freak out.
The society's so messed up now. If a pilot said fuck it, half the people would be like, okay, I could get to watch my movie again. Yeah.
That's true.
They wouldn't even care.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Now it's funny though. Pay attention to that one though. I don't know why that makes me laugh, but yeah, there's certain professions where you're like, that's funny. And then there's, you know what I mean? Like if you're working in a hardware store and someone's just like flipping light bulbs into that corner, stacking them and realize it's not stacked very well, and the guy just goes, fuck it, and just walks away. That doesn't hurt anybody.
Well, if it has nothing to do with you, it's funny. But if it has to do with you, hey, whoa, hold on a second. Yeah, no fuck it here.
Yeah. Or yeah, even if you're right. If it has to do with you.
Yeah, it's not cool.
It's like even if you went to the tire place and the guy's putting air in your tires and he goes, that's at 20, fuck it, and walks off. You're like, 20? 20? What do you mean 20? You're saying fuck it.
I'm about to go off the freeway. You asshole.
What about my alignment? What the hell has happened here? Yeah, you're right. You're right. If it affects you, that's when it's serious. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right, question for you. All right, because this is the time of year here where we're doing the show in January. You've been in town for a while, a couple holidays, New Year's, Christmas. You were even here for Thanksgiving. You were here for a long time.
Yeah.
So when you're going through the holidays, you go to people's houses, they come to your house. Okay. Nobody ever wants to do it, but is it okay to take a shit in someone else's house?
100% it's okay.
It's okay?
You got to relieve yourself. If you have to do it and you don't want to be uncomfortable, it's okay. There's ground rules, right? To taking a shit at somebody's house. I'm going to lay down those ground rules right now.
Okay, go ahead.
If you take a shit at somebody's house, make sure they have that spray you can put into the toilet so it doesn't stink it up.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, this is gonna blow your mind in a second.
All right, yeah.
Never taken a shit in someone else's house.
Why?
My whole life. I don't know. I got a phobia.
What if you?
When I was a kid in school, if I had to take a shit, I would literally fake sick, call my parents, and I would go home. I would never even go to the bathroom.
Even in high school?
My whole life at school.
Really, dude? I'm the king of that.
Yeah.
I never cared. Yeah, I never cared. I just wanted to feel better.
I kind of give you credit that you're able to do it. I'm the one that screwed up.
I wear it as a badge of honor.
I will not go to the bathroom in someone else's house.
No, I mean, I've never cared. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very good about it though. So I'm not like rude. I don't use all the toilet paper and I don't take too long, you know?
Yeah, but if you aren't sitting there just pulling up books. You got a thing to read. You don't announce to everyone you're.
You guys got newspapers up here? Yeah. Just to be a dickhead.
Yeah. You got a Kindle? Yeah. It's not one of those. But you okay? So the spray, we have the spray obviously in our house. I have no idea. Do you spray it in the water? You said?
Yeah, you're supposed to spray it in the water.
I just thought it was in the air. One of those. I had no idea.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. Either in the water or if they have like the Febreze, you can put in the air. That's after, obviously. But you have to do one of the two. And if you don't have one of the two, you probably just shouldn't take a shit in their house.
What about, I was in someone's house 2 weeks ago. They had matches.
That's fine.
But, well, I guess everyone knows if you're spraying or if you're using the matches, they
just dropped a deuce.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's my biggest bugaboo when it comes to taking a shit in somebody's house. If you take a shit in somebody's house and you didn't spray anything, first off, you already messed up. All right. But let's say you just didn't spray anything and you took a shit. You close the door behind you so there's no way the air can like get out and it can smell good again.
Yeah,
you're an asshole.
Yeah.
You're an asshole. Now the next person has to, they suffer, the next person that walks in, and it's not cool, dude.
Okay, hold on a second. So the next person that walks in, are they thinking, oh my God, this is terrible? Or thinking more so, when I leave here, the next person's going to think it was me? That's worse to me.
Dude, you're right.
I'd rather go in a bathroom that smells terrible than let anyone else at the party think that was me. Mm-hmm. So when people are driving home going, that was a good time, but man, did you see what Steve did over there?
Yeah, Steve, that jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't invite Steve, dude. He'll blow up your bathroom.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what he does.
Where does Steve get off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, if I go into a bathroom and somebody before me took a shit, closed the door, and it smells like hell, I'm raising hell when I get out of there. I go,
I'm letting everybody know?
I'm letting everybody know. I walk in, who the hell dropped a deuce and closed the door? You know, now everybody's like stops and looks over, and I find out who it is, and I embarrass them, and then they learn their lesson. They'd never do it again.
Dude.
Yeah. That's how you do it, man. That's how life goes. You got to embarrass people, teach them their lessons.
Jesus. Hold on a second. So now you recently bought a new house in the last year. If you have a party, it's your house, your party. If somebody does that at your house, you're going to call everybody out at your party?
Under the ground rules, they took a shit, closed the door, and they didn't spray the Febreze because I have the Febreze in there because you got to do that. Yeah. If you own a house and you don't put Febreze, that's on you. That's on you. You can't get mad. You didn't come prepared, asshole.
My grandmother used to have this spray. It was like Febreze before Febreze. Anyone who's older knows. And you'd spray this stuff, and it came out and it had to knock out the entire ozone layer, but it came out so strong, and it smelled only like roses. I think it only came in one smell.
Rose scent.
And it was rose scent. It was ridiculous. Yeah. It was like you could have fallen into rose bushes and it wouldn't smell as strong as that. But everybody had it. And it's like everyone,
but isn't that still better than the shit smell?
It is, but it draws. I mean, you might as well shoot fireworks off in there.
Hey, everybody, look what I did.
Yeah, everybody knows. Like, ooh, don't eat the chili. Yeah, it was like that.
Yeah,
100%. All right, so you say there are ground rules for
100%. We teach you things on this show.
Oh my gosh. All right. So look, we always wrap up every single show with a Jake story. Here's one that kind of made me laugh. I was thinking about this recently. This is one of those stories I was like, did I tell this story? Don't tell this story. But here's the deal. Everything's basically off the table, right?
Yeah.
With Jake. Jake did a lot of things that were extremely funny. Some things at the time we didn't think were funny. But this is one I was thinking about recently, and it made me laugh. Now, I don't know if anyone else thinks it's funny. Josh and I kind of laughed. Guarantee you your mother would not think it's funny.
No.
But she was there. She was a witness to this. So Jake went through a stage. Jake wasn't a drinker, but Jake liked to smoke pot. Okay. And he would say, hey, I'm gonna
go hang out with Johnny Hopkins.
Yeah, yeah. And he would smoke pot. He'd say, I'm fall asleep.
Yeah.
And he would smoke weed, and we'd go, man, what are you doing? And then it got to the point where people try and talk him out of it. Family members would say, hey, you shouldn't smoke. Some people were very much against it. Mm-hmm. It's funny, just a few years later, all of a sudden it's much more acceptable.
Yeah.
But Jake would smoke weed. So Jake's aunt got him his own Bible. Okay. And Josh's, my wife's side of the family is very, very religious. And remember the personalized Bible with his name on it and everything, Jake, if you read this every night, this will help you fall asleep. And read a couple pages as much as you can till you get tired. Remember where you were, put it to the side of your bed, and then pick up tomorrow before you fall asleep. This will make you tired. You don't need to smoke weed. And so Jake's like, takes it, of course he says something to me. Can you believe this? And I'm like, I'm telling you, maybe it's a good idea. You could try it. Don't knock it. They went to a lot of trouble. Your name's in leather on your own Bible.
Yep.
And then Jake takes the Bible, didn't say one word to me at all. Okay. And then I decided one day I'm moving things around. I look at the Bible. I wanted to see where your brother was in the Bible. So I start flipping through, and I'm realizing page numbers aren't matching up. Like things aren't matching up. Things are missing. And I'm going, wait a second. Like, what happened to where's Genesis? Like what's going on? You know what I mean? The Bible's getting thinner, and you could tell pages have been ripped out.
Yeah, where the Proverbs.
Yeah. And so I'm like, hey, Jake, what's the deal with this Bible, man? Did it come ruined? Because it's obviously someone's ripping pages out of here. Are you ripping pages out of here? He goes, yeah. He goes, I ran out of rolling papers. I've been ripping pages out of the Bible. I'm rolling my joints, and I've been smoking weed with the Bible. And I'm like, oh my God.
That was not for what it was for.
I'm like, I don't know if this house can withstand lightning. Like, what are you talking about? Have you ever heard of anyone doing something that crazy?
No.
Cheech and Chong wouldn't do that.
No.
Yeah, so that was his move. So to read the Bible to help fall asleep or stop smoking weed, he kind of just combined the two without the reading. He started just ripping up pages, and they became his zigzags, and he used that to roll joints and smoke weed.
In his defense, the Bible helped him fall asleep.
It kind of. I'm sure that's what he told your aunt.
Yeah.
It worked.
Thank you.
Worked. Yes.
Yeah.
So that was it. Again, one of those stories that you just go, what the hell? But as we look back on it, go, hey, remember when? This is one of those remember when stories.
Yep. Well, I love the Jake stories, and we'll have them coming. More Good Chatter episodes. I'm going back to Nashville soon, so we might have some coming when we're in different places. So thank you for listening to another episode of Good Chatter. Josh Palet with Dave Palet. Make sure you check out our other shows, The Young and the Washed, Cooking with Cookie, and JP25 Conversations. Thank you.